Hi, we're back again, and we have now an author, and his name is Arsen Marsoobian. Arsen,
Hi,
we
Carol.
have been here before, and it's so good to see you again.
Good to see you too. It's so success on your programming. It's growing so well.
Is it really? I don't know. I just come in and do it, and I don't know what's happening.
I love it.
Okay, and you have something new to offer us this time.
Well, I have been working since the last time we were here. I had started on a book called A Heartbeat Away.
Oh, I like that name.
Are You Ready? Is the subtitle, and I got a publisher this time, so that I can self-publish the book. So I'm very, very excited that somebody has picked the book up.
Oh,
The company is called Morgan James Publishing out of New York, and they have a faith division because, as you can tell by the title, A Heartbeat Away, it has a faith component in the book, and so they've decided that the main emphasis where they want to go is so that they're going to put it in the bookstores for me, and that won't be available until April.
Oh, but how exciting! How exciting!
Yeah, it is. Really is that somebody would think enough of the work to pick it up and do that. So.
Give me an idea what these things are.
This is what the cover is going to look like. We finally settled on the cover, and it took a little while to go through that, but I thought they did a great job on the cover.
Oh, I like that very much. I like that. And on the back.
On the back.
Yeah, your picture's there.
Yeah,
you're a star. Okay, and these are.
That's a little like a one sheet for you. It's information about who I am and what I speak about.
This is. Well, I know what I do remember from your last time is that you're into helping people.
Thank you.
That you want to do something to make people better and happier.
Happier. The last book, as you recall, Carol, it was called Don't Die.
I would love not to.
Yeah. Well, that's the secret. That's the secret to long life is to don't die.
Yeah.
But this book, with the title, really came from a own personal experience.
Oh.
I was getting ready for a very, very major open heart surgery. In fact, it actually turned to be on the operating table for 13 hours.
Oh my God!
And this was in '99, December of '99. And so I called a pastor friend of mine. Of course, that's the time when we really turn towards spiritual things. You're facing that kind of tragedy. And so I called him and I said, David, could you pray for me? And he said, Arsen, I said, I'm happy to pray for you, but I'm as close to dying as you are. I said, David, what are you talking about? You're 38 years old. What's wrong?
Oh my God.
And he goes, no. He says, you're just more aware of the event. We're all just a heartbeat away from meeting the Lord.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
And I thought about that, and I kind of laughed. You got that funny laugh, and I thought he was just kind of joking, but a few years later, about 10 years later, a friend of mine, 52 years of age, was out with his family on a Sunday here in Fresno, felt the little pains, collapsed, and died right there on a volleyball court. And at his memorial service, as I sat there and reflected on what was going on, this experience and what that pastor told me 15 years earlier just hit me. It was like, wow, we all are really just a heartbeat away. And how important it is to be ready for those things, that time.
That's right. You have to have faith. So many people say, we just turn into blackness. But, God isn't like that. No. God likes life and light and action and love. And it wouldn't just stop. It just wouldn't.
It doesn't. it doesn't just stop. I did a lot of research. There's a lot of stories in the book. There's a lot of research on is there a heaven? And what's it like? Where you go? What do you do? How do you get in?
Yeah.
And then the other parts of the book are about relationships. You know, there's a lot of studies that say that the biggest regret for the people that are the last seconds or days on Earth, their biggest regret is that they didn't stay more connected to their friends from the past in a direction. And we always have those friends or people that kind of got sideways or drifted, and we haven't seen them. So I talk a lot about that in the book. I share some experiences that I personally had and other people about how do you reconnect, how do you reach out to those people and say, I still love you, and make
I just
the
pick
connection.
up the phone and call them.
You're fortunate, you know, to do that. That's what I did. I just, you know, pick them up. It's just a matter of calling and saying, hi, how you doing, and staying connected that way. And the last piece is, what about those people, like this young man at age 52? He had a family, young teenagers, young adults starting their lives, going to college. What were the financial impact on their lives?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was gone. So how do we plan for that? Maybe how do we prepare for that event? How do you leave a legacy beyond that? And so there's a lot of formulas, there's some ideas and suggestions, things like that in the books. I try to bring all of those pieces together in addition to just the spiritual side of what happens when what's going to occur.
I know.
That's, you know, dying is 100% occurrence for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a
And
matter
nobody
of
gets
when.
out of it.
Nobody's got
No
out
matter
of
how
here
rich
alive.
they are.
That's right.
Well, this is so pertinent right now because there are so many seniors, you know, that they're giving the medication that keeps them living longer. And people, I have a lady friend, 98, another one 90, you know, all different ages. And it's just wonderful because they're still walking around and moving and doing things. Some of them are still driving. I still drive.
Yeah.
So it's important to be aware of this.
Well,
Not to feel bad about it, but to be aware of it.
yeah, exactly. And that's why the connection of the two books of Don't Die, because people are living longer, are doing better. There's going to be more people over the age of 100. By the year 2050, there'll be over 1 million people in the United States over the age of 100.
That's so hard to believe.
You can imagine that. When, you know, we didn't think 80 was possible when we were kids.
Oh yeah, I didn't think I'd make it to this century. I thought, oh, that's another century. I'll be dead by then.
But, you know, taking some of the examples and things that we talk about in Don't Die, about keeping your mind active, keeping your body active. I bowl in a league where there are people, the average age is about 80. So there's 80 people to almost 100 that are bowling on a regular weekly basis here in Fresno.
That is
and so
fabulous.
It's really great. So you take that, and then the whole idea of giving and being engaged, that's the thing that's going to keep you alive. But death is going to occur. it is going to come to all of us.
Oh, that's for sure. But if you truly have faith, I used to be scared when I was young. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore.
The first quote in the book is from Pastor Adrian Rogers. And he said, if I can remember it, you never truly learn how to live until you are prepared to die.
Oh my gosh.
So like
That
what
is
you just said,
fabulous.
what you just said, the fear of dying will keep you from really experiencing and living life.
Right.
Once you have that piece settled and you know that you know where God is going to take you, what's going to happen to the body and soul, then you can live your life with no regrets, take risk, and enjoy life because you know what's going to happen, and you live with no fear.
Oh, yes. I'm so blessed because of that, because being active and doing things that I like to do. I am so blessed. It's just like God just drops things in my lap that are wonderful. I don't have to work at it anymore. When I was young, I just, I want to try to, I'm going to do God's job. But it never works because God does his job when God is ready.
Amen. That's very good wisdom, Carol.
Well, this is so wonderful. And so it's not going to be out, you said, till April?
Yeah, the timetable that the publisher said was that I will have advanced copies sometime in September, just in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So let me make this offer if I can. If the first 10 people that will send me a notice on my email, I think it's on the bottom of the screen, Papasoob, P-A-P-A-S-O-B, at SOOBENT.com, I will give free autographed copies of both Don't Die and an advanced copy of A Heartbeat Away.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Do that for your audience.
Yeah, audience, did you hear that? I mean, let's take advantage of this. I always want to say to people, when you watch this show, have a pencil and a piece of paper with you, because there's always wonderful things that come up, and it's hard if you don't take it down. But you can get in touch with us if you do have problem remembering what's coming. But this is going to be so exciting, and I can't wait for it to come.
Thank you.
You got to come back when it's
as we get closer to it, in January they'll release it on the e-platforms. It'll be available in January, and then it'll be available for the spring release of books. That's why it's coming out in April when the books.
That's fabulous.
It should be in the bookstore. It should be in Barnes and Noble. Should be in the Majestic bookstores.
I'm so happy for you, Arsen.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much.
And you come in again, please.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
We'll be right back.